secession.
And I believed in progressive politics, which was
The 26th, we came to an agreement that we have to form an action committee.
My 4 years daughter was holding the banner as well.
the whole society's structure will change, and that
বেশিরভাগ লোকজন শেখ মুজিবের পক্ষে ছিল, আওয়ামী লীগের পক্ষে ছিল।
So Birmingham Action Committee was formed.
My name is Dr. Muhammad Abdul Khalek, সংক্ষেপে MA Khalek বলা হয়। I qualified MBBS in 1967. I came to UK 23rd of March 1969. I qualified FRCS in 1975 from Edinburgh University, Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh, and qualified MCH in orthopedics, that is Master of Surgery in Orthopedics, from Liverpool University in 1978. I left UK in 1979, took a job as a major in United Arab Emirates Army, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and stayed there in UAE for 20 years, came back to UK again, back to Pavilion in 1999. Since then, I am working as an orthopedic surgeon, mostly as a locum surgery, and I have now retired and enjoying the retirement. I was very actively involved in 1971 during the liberation struggle in Bangladesh. I qualified MBBS in 1967 from King Edward Medical College, University of Punjab, Lahore. I went there as inter-wing scholarship student. I was employed there as a gazetted medical officer. I got a scholarship by British government Colombo Plan for higher study in UK. Unfortunately, at the last moment, due to discrepancy of power sharing between East and West Pakistan, my name was removed from the list of the candidates for Colombo Plan. Then I approached British ambassador in Pakistan, and he told me that this scholarship was awarded by the British government. Unfortunately, Pakistan government cancelled my name, although my name was already forwarded to UK. If I wanted to do the FRCS and higher study, British High Commissioner could help me. So I asked for help. He arranged a job in Dudley Road Hospital then, now it is City Hospital, Birmingham, as a trainee surgeon. And I got this appointment within 2 weeks of asking him to help me, and they gave me the visa to me for coming here, and also visa for my wife to accompany me. So I came to Birmingham, 3rd of March 1969. Even then I realized that the way the Pakistani army, particularly army, treating East Pakistan and people from East Pakistan, a time will come when the East Pakistanis or Bangladeshis would not or will not be able to tolerate this oppression. A time will come when we will raise our head and probably live with a proud head. And the day I received a letter that they are going to send me to Vienna for a diploma course in Vienna rather than sending to England for FRCS. I was furious. I approached the Secretary of Health in Lahore. Then why has it happened at the last moment? Because already I have applied for the passport, and I have received my scholarship to go to UK. How is it cancelled? He couldn't answer me very well. So I said, I am not going to Vienna. I will go to UK and I will do my FRCS. And Health Secretary challenged me, unless I let you go, you cannot go. I'll say, see how you can stop me. Then my passport was cancelled by the health department. I went to my father-in-law, the father of my wife. I told him that this is the situation. I cannot even leave the country. He had a friend in passport office in Dhaka. We went to him and he said, yes, there is a letter from West Pakistan, not to issue any passport to you, but I can do something. I am issuing a passport now. You leave Pakistan within 1 week, and I would reply back to West Pakistan that I have already issued the passport before I received the letter. so they would not be able to do any harm to me. So exactly this is what I did. I was very sad and angry at the same time. So I thought the best thing to do is to go to the British ambassador or high commissioner and complain to him, because the scholarship was from the British government. I don't remember his name now. He was very helpful. He asked me to come down and he would do something for me. He asked me to sign a form that I want to come to UK. He said, don't worry, give me your contact number. I will send you the message when your job is ready. Most of the doctors in UK, they work and study FRCS at the same time. So you will do the same. If you are a good student, you will be able to do the higher qualification. This is exactly I did. I got my visa. I came to UK and I qualified FRCS in 1975. I was working in Birmingham. When I came, first 6 months or 4 months, I didn't bring my wife with me. I didn't know if I would get a married accommodation in the hospital, but I was given a married accommodation within 6 weeks, 8 weeks of coming. And for these 6 and 8 weeks, I was living in a room with a friend of mine. He is a prominent Muktida from Bangladesh, Azizul Haq Bhuiya. Aziz and I, that time, shared a room in Alchester Road in Moseley for a couple of months. Then I got the house at Moseley Hall Hospital and my wife came and joined me. And there was an election, national election in Bangladesh, or in those days Pakistan, rainy season in 1970. And our leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, I think could collect all the seats, the name of Awami League, from East Pakistan except 2. And he had good number of seats in West Pakistan as well. So he was the overall winner. He was due to be the president, but then the Army General Yahya Khan and second in election, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, they conspired against Sheikh Mujib and they refused to hand over the power to him. And at that time, Azizul Haq Bhuiya and I myself got actively involved. We couldn't accept this. So we came to my brother-in-law's house. He was living on 52 Wordsworth Road, Mr. Joglul Pasha. And a couple of other people from Birmingham, they also joined us, like Sobur Chaudhry, Gaus Mia, Israel Ali, a few. We joined and we decided that we will make an East Pakistan Action Committee to protest against this injustice, and we will force the Pakistani government to hand over the power to our elected leader, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Then came a lot of struggle in East Pakistan in those days. We used to hear this bad news in the radio, and then we got a very firing speech from our leader, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, that this time is a fight for freedom, this time is a fight for liberation. And it inspired us, and we decided that no more we will fight for his presidency of Pakistan. This time is for separation. We need an independence. Then came the massacre, this public killing on 25th March night. And after that, we got the message that my sisters, my wife's sisters, and not only our thousands of young girls and women in Bangladesh, they are hiding from the army, and they are hiding in the agricultural land. They are living from one place to one place so that they are not caught, and they have all to save their dignity. And we decided that we have to do something. And that time, I was involved because I was a group. I was in a group. I was not on my own. I alone could not do anything much. But again in the meeting, we decided what to do. Then we asked, we changed our name of East Pakistan Action Committee to Bangladesh Action Committee. we broke away from the Pakistan Students Union, me and Azul Haq Bhaiya both. Then we wrote in the name from our president, Mr. Jaglul Pasha. We didn't write individually, but he wrote for all of us to Secretary General of United Nations, UTHANT, telling him all the atrocities happening in East Pakistan. And I have got a reply from the Secretary of UTHANT acknowledging that letter. We wrote to the Senate in United States because they were supplying the armaments to Pakistan. We asked them that, look, you are supplying the armaments to fight the enemy, but instead they are killing us. Then we received a letter from Edward Kennedy, Senator. The copy is with me. And he assured us that he went to India after receiving our letter to see the Bangladeshi refugees within the Indian border and saw their miseries. And he has passed a bill in Senate that no armament should be further sent to Pakistan Army. We also wrote letter to the Army Chief of Staff of United States because they are directly involved with the fighting. And I have got a reply here from the Chief of Staff of the US Army. He also saying the same thing, that they do not supply the armaments to Pakistan to kill civilians in East Pakistan. So they will take action. That's all we could do. I mean, we could not fight physically from here. My job was to go from hospital to hospital during my free time and talk to my colleagues, my seniors, my consultants, the atrocities happening in Bangladesh, East Pakistan, and talk to the patients, talk to the nurses, talk to the relatives of the patients, to raise the public awareness and create public support for eventual independent Bangladesh. And this I worked hard for this. We also sent a telegram to Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister of India, and that telegram is with here. And Indira Gandhi sent a reply. And I have got all this in my bundle, all these documents. And on 28th of March, we arranged a huge public meeting in Small Heath Park. 25th of the atrocities, 26th we knew about it, and 27th we made the program, and we then informed as many as we could do, informed the people in London, Manchester, Newcastle, Leicester, Coventry, and many other places. We had no mobile phone in those days, but we had friends who had restaurants in Birmingham. They used their restaurant to learn from 4, 5, 6 people used to communicate with each city, one for each city. And we invited them that you come to our public meeting tomorrow. This is the time, is that not the time to keep silent or accept all this passively. We should take an active step. That's why I say Birmingham took the leading role those days. People came from London, bus full. People came from other places to this Small Heath Park. And we had practically 3 agendas in that meeting. First one was that we will promise that we will not stop our struggle or fighting until the Bangladesh is an independent country and we achieve the liberation. Second agenda was that we will collect fund and means to support the freedom fighters who are in refugee camps in India or in Bangladesh, such as cash. And third one, which was again the historical one, that we would raise and hoist the flag of independent Bangladesh in a public meeting carrying, all of us carrying the Pakistani passport, but raising the independent Bangladesh flag. And we all night we prepared, made this flag. 23rd of March, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Bangabandhu, he raised a flag in his residence in Dhanmandi, and we got hold of the information from there that it was a green flag with the red center and a golden Bengal map in the middle. So we made that map, flag. And our program was that it should be raised by ladies. Reason was that if Pakistanis become hard on us, they will be more hard on the man than the ladies. So he said we will put the ladies in front, and again ladies were only few, about 10-15 people in the whole meeting out of thousands. My wife was one of them, Mrs. Pasha, many others, about 10-12 ladies. And they were at the core, near the stage. But just before hosting the meeting, there was a tussle developed by the gate of the small park. There was some pulling and pushing. About 6 people got injured, and my job in that meeting, I took the whole day's holiday leave from the hospital for this meeting. I was carrying the first aid box, so I treated all 6 of them. And while I was doing this, I was bending down and putting the dressing on the injuries. Someone pushed me, because lots of people, maybe them, they pushed me, I fell forward. And I fell on the ground, I got a big scratch over there. So it was bleeding as well. So my wife came along, Ganesh Chandra, he came and held me so that people do not stampede on me. And then I treated myself. And meeting was over, and that was the most, I would say, probably dangerous thing we did. We thought that now Pakistan government would probably ask the British government to cancel the residence permit of all of us, and they will take us back to Pakistan and put us in prison, and we will get the punishment as a traitor against the country. But to our good luck, we got the independence, and we got a sigh of relief that we are no more Pakistani, and Pakistan government has no more control over us, and we are safe. I was a junior trainee surgeon, and I was also studying for fellowship, FRCS. My life was so busy. I had 2 children and 1 baby. And every morning by 7:30, I used to bring my wife to my brother-in-law's house in a small hit, 52 Wordsworth Road. Then I go to work. I was supposed to get free by 5:30, but it never happened to us because we were junior doctors, so we had to stay in the hospital. Usually I used to get free from the hospital at 6:30. Then I would have come to Small Heath and have the meeting, evening meeting, have the meal over here. Then I will take my wife home 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. This was the routine for those 6-7 months. And I used to attend almost every meeting, not all meeting because I couldn't do some, almost every meeting, and most of the rallies in Birmingham. I went to London twice, one in the Trafalgar Square, one to the House of Commons to meet Edward Heath. I did not take prominent part in campaigning outside Birmingham. Most of my comrades, those freedom strugglers, one of them now still alive, but he is sick, and most of them used to go to places in front of the factories, foundries, where the people would come out with the weekly wages. And they would collect the money from that factory gate. Unfortunately, I had no time to do those things. But I encouraged, talked to people, I talked in the meeting, I did contribution. This is how I helped collecting the money. There was a time lag between the things happening in Bangladesh or East Pakistan and we getting that information here in UK. Unfortunately, television program was not that much advanced those days, only the BBC's, ITV and these are the programs. We didn't have the satellite. And these television programs are mostly controlled, the state programs. And what was happening in East Pakistan, it was the internal matter, internal struggle of Pakistan. So whole world is to take it as it is. So they didn't take it very seriously until the time came when we raised the public awareness here and the people know that what is happening in East Pakistan, it is like genocide. So we started getting this information through the television, the main media. Until then, we used to get the day-to-day information by radio and occasional telephone call. Telephone connection or telephone talking to relatives was quite difficult. We had to book a trunkle, and sometime we will ask for someone because the war going on and the line is not available, but we used to get the message. We knew that our relatives, my sisters, my wife's sisters, they are not at home. In fear, the army comes and take them away. They are living in the village homes in far away, and they are changing their place residence from day to day, every one day to other day, so that army cannot track them. So we knew that this is the way we cannot continue. We have to do something. So all the action we did, we could not fight because we are in UK. We couldn't go to the pick up an arm, but we did what we could do. Yes, it is a long time, and I go to Bangladesh once, sometimes more than once, every year. I stayed for over 2 months, only a few weeks back, and I love my country. I am happy in many ways that I can see there are signs of development. Padda Bridge, I went there this time. Jamuna Bridge, the road connection to all the remote places. There are electricity, irrigation system, good crop production, housing development, so education, health, there are development in every field. In one areas, I think we are still significantly lagging behind. You know, we followed Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had principle that it is the socialism, nationalism, democracy. These are in short called Mujibism. And Sheikh Mujib in his life, most of his active life he spent in jail because he was fighting for three basic: socialism, secularism, nationalism and democracy, the four principles. And democracy, I think, and most of Bangladeshis, I talk to people in Bangladesh, they all think we are still in infancy of democracy. Democratic values that we hope for, not been able to achieve yet.